Alright guys, today we're going to see arrays in Java. An array simply means collection of items. So for example, you have seen how to create a variable in Java. So let me show you. For example, we have this variable age, and let's assign it to 10 maybe. So let's assume we have a list of age, many different peoples. So you want to store them into a program you want to use into a program. So to do that, we can store those ages or ages of different people into something we call array in Java. So array is just simply a collection of items. So to convert this one into array, we simply put square bracket here. But now we get compilation error. This is because we are storing a single value to an array. So to remove this error, right here before after assignment equal assignment, we put a new, and this is because array is a reference type, and then we put this again int, like this one. Let me delete this first, and new int. Let's delete this one, and here we can pass the size of an array. So this means we are creating array and we are storing items, 10 items into this array. So for example, I can say age. We are assigning now arrays, and we can assign values to this array by using the index of these arrays. Since we have 10 items, so we can start from 0 up to 9. So for example, we say at position 0 we are storing 10 now, and then age at position 1 we are storing maybe 5 years old. At position 2 we are storing something like 50 years old. So to print this array, you can write SOUT like that and then pass age. I want to run this program to see what we're going to get here. See, you get this little weird array. What does this mean? It's simply because if you print array directly without doing any other thing, array as array is going to return the address of that array, the object address of that array. So to simply remove this one, to see the actual representation of array, in Java we have a built-in class called array. So you can say arrays, and this is coming, see, it's coming from java.util, and then we can say dot to string, you can pass this one dot to string, and you see this array is implemented multiple times, and this is what we call method overloading in Java. You can see the first time is implemented to an integer, that means getting an integer array, byte array, character array, and so much. So I'm gonna take this one as an integer array because we are passing integer, a list of age in integer. So I'm gonna pass age right here. So to print this one, I'm gonna take this one and pass it to our method, to print our print method, and remove this age and pass this one right here. So I'm gonna run this program once more time, and let's see what we get. And see, we get now an actual representation of array. As I told you, array is just simply representation, a list of items. So right here we have those items. I'm gonna minimize this one a little bit. Let's see it clearly. So you see the first element at position 0 is get 10 items. 10 age. You see, and then the first one you get this 5, and the second, which will become third item into our array, it 50, and all other remaining will be assigned as 0 by default. If it was a boolean array, is going to be assigned as zeros from the beginning. So this is how to create array. This way of representing array in Java, it's gonna look like an older way of representing array. So I'm gonna show you the best way and to represent array in Java, because this one look like tedious work. So I'm gonna remove all of this and write to you the best way to present array in Java. So we write something like that, and we put this little curly bracket right here, and then right here we pass those values 10, 5, 5, and something like 50, and something like maybe 0, and something like 12, and whatever. And then the length of array, I mean, will become the number of items in this array. For example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to get 5 elements. I mean, this will be going to be size of our array. For example, you can say, to see that, we say age dot, let's say length. See, it's a field. This one will return the size of an array. And to see this one, actually, let's print it, our method. What we got here is something like that. I'm going to run the function, the program, and see what is going to happen. You see, we get 5 here. This will be the size of our array. So currently, our array is not sorted. As you can see, we have random arrangement of these values right here. So in Java, it's very simple to sort an array. So to sort array in Java, let's write first something like this, SAOT, and see the string representation of an array. And to see that, we use our array class, and that to string method, we pass array. So if we run this function, this program, we're going to see the string representation of this array, as you can see right here. So now to sort arrays in Java, you just simply use a predefined method in array class. So we say arrays dot sort, and we are passing age there. And if we run this one more time, here's what we see. So what we're going to see our array is sorted from lower value to the most high one in ascending order, as you can see, from 0 to all the way to 15. So that's how to sort array, and that's the real basic understanding of array in Java. So we're going to see now multi-dimensional array. So currently our array is not multi-dimensional, it's a single dimensional array, as you can see right here. So I'm going to show you how to create multi-dimensional array in Java now. To create a multi-dimensional array, you just simply pass, for example, let's reverse back to our original old way of representing arrays. We write this new and then int and then something like that, and we pass the size of an array. And for single dimensional array, we pass the size of array like that. For example, we say 5. So to convert this one into multi-dimensional array, we simply add this another bracket right here, and then if we are getting completion error, that means we also need to supply this bracket on the other side like this one. So for example, let's say we want to create an array with 2 by 3 array. So we have to pass, this will be rows and this will be number of columns. So to assign values to this array, we have to use all of these 2 brackets, square bracket. So for example, I want to say age at first row, and at first column, let it be equal to 10. And let's try to print this array. What we're going to see, you get something like this one. Then again a weird string, right? But we use this toString method. But since it's a 2-dimensional array, we can no longer use this method. We use another method. Let's call it deep toString method, and this one going to print the string representation of this double array, multi-dimensional array. So let's see what we're going to get. Oh yeah, right here we have a string representation of multi-dimensional array, and you can see in the first row at column number 1 we are getting 10 value, age is equal to 10, and others remain will be 0. So now you'll be asking, how about the curly braces representation? So I'm going to delete this one first. I want to show you the new way of representing array by using this method, this way, the syntax of curly brackets. So right here each item in this array will be an array, so we have to pass another array within array. So for example, I say 10, 2 and 3, and then to convert this into multidimensional array, we have to pass another value which is array again, another item which is a list of items again. So we have to pass maybe something like 5 and something like that, and maybe 10, and this will be 3 by 3 array, but previously we want to see 2 by 3 array. So let's run this program one more time and let's see what we get. Right here we get 10, 2 and all other remaining things. So this is how to represent multidimensional array in Java. Thank you.